Hey guys, it's Marina. I'm your Friday, and I'm so sorry that this video is late. Thursday, I ended up in the hospital, and I slept all day Friday. So I had no time whatsoever to update a video. So here is my Friday It Gets Better video. Okay, so I'm gonna get on a whole bunch of topics for this one. Bullying. Don't ever feel like you're alone. It is so it's hard to imagine the fact that you're not alone when everyone's pushing you around. But believe me, you are not alone and it gets better. Whether you're being bullied for your height, your weight, your sexual orientation, how you look, how what your hair looks like, who your family members are, whatever it is. If you're being bullied, you're not alone and it does get better. I was bullied for so long on my height and my weight, and I was called ugly, I was called fat, I was told I was worthless. It gets better, guys. I have a group of friends that stood beside me the entire time, and even if they weren't there for me, I have family who is. And if you have a family that you are kind of afraid to talk to about this, don't be. They'll understand. And if you have friends that you can talk to about this, don't hold back. If you need to vent to someone, vent to your friends, vent to your families, your teachers. If you need to, vent to me or any of the girls on this channel. We are all here for you. If you're gay, if you're gay, bisexual, transgender, lesbian, if you're just confused, it doesn't matter. You can talk. I may be straight, but you can talk to me about it. I've so many friends and people in my life that have gone through and have been picked on and bullied and pushed around because they were gay. But in the end, they've turned out more successful than how they were looking at them, like how they were looking at their lives when they weren't bullied. When they weren't being bullied, they didn't think they were going to amount to much. And then once they started getting bullied, their self esteem started dropping. But in the end, they ended up beyond successful. I have a hairstylist in Philadelphia. He was bullied, but he's gay and he's married and he owns a salon in Philadelphia, in Central City, in Center City, Philadelphia. That's pretty amazing. But if you ever feel like you're alone in this, don't. You've got people that you don't even know that are there for you, that are there for you. All you have to do is speak up. I have I had a friend a few years ago who was bullied and he was bipolar and nobody knew. He didn't open up to anyone. He wouldn't talk to anyone about it, even me, and I was one of his best friends. And he wouldn't open up or talk about it or anything. And in the end, it got too much for him and he killed himself. And I think to myself a lot, why didn't I stand up and say something to him and realize that maybe he was hurting when people said stuff to him if I was around? But taking that experience and looking at it now, if you're watching this and you're not the one being bullied, but you know someone who is, stand next to them. Be there for them. Be their friend. Be the person they need to lean on. Be the shoulder that they need when they're crying. Be the hand to hold and guide them when they need the help. Don't just stand around and let someone be bullied. Because they might just take their lives, and they won't know that it gets better. I've gone from having a low self-esteem and being depressed and cutting myself and having an eating disorder to right now, I don't cut myself. I do go to therapy every once in a while when I need it, and it helps. I have a support system of friends and family that care about me because I stood up and said, I'm being bullied and I need help. And it changed my life. My best friend is Armande, and she stood by me through this entire time. She's been there for the bullying, the cutting, the depression, whatever life threw at me. I went and I talked to her. And it helped me to see that I didn't need to do things to myself to realize that life does get better. I spoke up and I talked to people. I got it out. If you just get it out instead of holding it inside, you'll realize it does get better because you'll be so much stronger than holding it in. Because when you hold everything in, it's gonna eat at you. It's gonna eat at you, and it's gonna eat at you, and it's gonna pick you apart until there's nothing left. And once there's nothing left, what do you have? You have nothing. And that's how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel like you're nothing. You're gonna feel as if you have no reason, no purpose whatsoever to be here. But you do have a purpose and you do have a reason to be here. For all you girls out there that think to yourselves, oh, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not perfect for anyone, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm too tall, I'm too short, my nose doesn't look the right way, I'd look better if I looked like this girl, that girl, or whoever. Don't think like that. You are you. There's no way you can change it. And the only way to realize that it is amazing to be you is to just embrace who you are. Embrace your flaws, embrace your positives. Yes, I have I have my moments where I have a low self-esteem and I think to myself, I would look better if I looked like this girl. But in the end, I look like me, and that's exactly how I want it. I don't want to look like anyone else because I don't want to be a clone of anyone else. I have my flaws just like everyone has their flaws. Like, it's hard to imagine what could have happened to me if I would have stuck to the things that I was doing because I was being bullied. Because I don't know what would have happened. I, if I wouldn't have spoken up or if I wouldn't have gotten help that I needed, it wouldn't have gotten better for me. But coming from someone who knows what's going on in the world with bullying, whether it's against sexual orientation, race, gender, religion, any of that, it does get better. It may seem hard the entire journey, but it's worth it. Don't ever think you're alone because you're not. I'm gonna put my Tumblr, my Twitter in the crotch bar. The crotch bar. Yeah, I called it that. But I'm gonna put it in there. And if you ever need anything, you can talk to me. You can talk to any of the girls on here. We're not gonna judge you because coming from all of us, we've been there. We know what it's like. And if you need someone to talk to just get everything off your chest without it being someone that lives near you, whether we live near you or not, you can talk to us because we're not going to judge you. You don't even have to put your names. You can use it as anonymous. but we're going to try and help our best. So, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say here is it gets so much better than how it starts. That's it. It gets better. Just trust me. Happy Saturday morning, guys. Stay strong and you'll be okay.